Sometimes life places us in the most unexpected situations, moments of terror where our actions can mean the difference between life and death. For Lev Kreitman, these moments weren't just random events, they were acts of divine providence. On October 7, 2023, Lev was at the Nova Music Festival in southern Israel. It was supposed to be a day of joy, but in an instant, everything changed. Hamas terrorists launched an attack, killing hundreds and spreading terror throughout the crowd. Lev Kreitman survived the massacre, but he didn't just think about his own life. As chaos erupted around him, Lev was there, pulling wounded people to safety. It wasn't just his bravery, it was something deeper guiding him in those moments, a sense that he was meant to be there. "Thank you, God, I was at the right place at the right time," Lev would later say, acknowledging that his survival and the lives he saved that day were not by chance. They were part of a bigger plan. But Lev's journey wasn't over. As a reserve soldier in the Israeli Defense Forces, Lev was sent into Gaza. For 6 months, he fought to defend his country, facing even more trauma and devastation. Yet throughout it all, Lev knew that he wasn't alone. He believed that God's protection was with him, even in the most dangerous moments. After months in Gaza, Lev returned home to Tel Aviv, hoping for peace. But on a quiet evening, as he sat near his home, having a drink, the sound of gunfire broke the silence. 2 terrorists had opened fire at a light rail station in Jaffa, just steps from where Lev sat. Lev didn't hesitate. As a reservist, he had a handgun with him. And in that moment, once again, he found himself exactly where he needed to be. "I knew it was a terrorist attack," Lev said. "I tried to do what my role was, to help others." Lev quickly teamed up with a man wearing a police hat. Together, they moved through the chaos, searching for the attackers. In those tense moments, Lev's faith guided him as much as his training. He knew this was no accident. He was there for a reason. As one of the terrorists moved towards him, Lev saw his moment. He fired, striking the attacker, who briefly fled before collapsing. Lev had saved lives, but he remained humble. "Thank you, God, I was at the right place at the right time," he reflected afterwards. After the gunfire stopped, Lev took shelter, fearing the second terrorist was still nearby. Once the danger passed, he returned to check on the wounded, praying that the lives of those he helped would be saved. 7 people tragically lost their lives in the attack, but thanks to Lev's bravery and the guidance of divine providence, the death toll wasn't higher. Lev Kreitman's story isn't just about a man who acted bravely in the face of terror. It is a story about faith, about believing that in life's most terrifying moments, God's hand is there, guiding, protecting, and placing us exactly where we need to be. Today, Lev continues to live his life in Tel Aviv, but he carries the weight of these experiences with him. His bravery and faith remind us that even in the darkest times, we are never alone. Divine providence is always at work, whether we realize it or not. Lev Kreitman's story is one of courage and faith. He was at the right place at the right time, not by chance, but by divine plan. And in his moments of bravery, we are reminded of a greater force that watches over us all. Do you believe that there's a higher purpose behind life's most difficult moments? How has faith guided you through your challenges? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're inspired by Lev's story, don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories of faith and courage. Together, let's continue to share these powerful messages with the world.